Hello, hello. So today, obviously, I have my mic on. Yippee! But some stuff that I'm gonna be working on today is gonna be a lot of game dev stuff. Um, if you follow me on my Twitter, you've been seeing that every so often, normally at like 1 in the morning, just because why not? I've been posting some stuff about this short game that I'm working on, and pretty much it was just a dream that I had. It was a really weird dream. And I was like, all right, let's see what we can do with it. And I am making it in MakeWord Arcade. Of course, it's usually my go-to when I just want to test out some simple stuff. So that's pretty much it. I'll go into more detail about that in a moment. Make sure to follow all of my socials, my Twitter, my YouTube, Blue Sky, all that fun stuff. My most active platform is Twitter. So definitely, if you want to keep update with that, that's the place to be. And if you like and you want to support with what I do consider, checking out my Ko-fi, becoming a member. You get some exclusive stuff that I post on there. 3D models, concept arts that I just don't share with anybody else, music for some other games and stuff I'm working on. Just a bunch of really cool stuff. I am working on that Discord I did mention a while back. One moment. And it's pretty much good to go. I'm gonna most likely leave that for Ko-fi supporters in some way, be it you donated $1 or you become a member. Just to kind of, keep it a bit easier for me to moderate since it'll just be me. And do keep an eye out for commissions. I am slowly opening them up again as well. For artwork, the no game stuff just yet. I don't know if I'll ever do that, but that's alright. So I have two versions of the game that I'm working on, Red Road and then Red Road V2. This is the one that I had initially. Let me mute this because the audio is going to be pretty loud. And then I'm going to kind of go over everything just so you guys can see what I've been doing. It isn't much, like at all. It's very, very simple. I made this in, honestly, relatively short amount of time. However, this is something completely different. As you can see already from the little preview that I have, I am working on some 3D rendering and stuff, some raycasting and everything. So it's been pretty exciting to work on that. And it's been very different. This was something that I think they had just introduced it when I stopped my teaching job of game development. So I was like, ooh, okay, let me look at that again later. And it just kind of never did. Whoops, it happens. But then I decided to pick it up again after this really weird dream I had. So let me tell you a little bit about it while I kind of let you guys see exactly what I did. So it was just and it's hard to put it in this pixel form without me getting too caught up in the aesthetics of it, which I don't want to. I'm probably not going to change any of the sprites after this. I think it's pretty much good as it is. But I had a dream where it was so weird. The floor was red, but it was like a pathway of the floor, right? And what was going on, and which I'm trying to figure out here, is when I was walking around, obviously the floor is red, but the pathway was red, not the whole floor like how it is here. You can see it on this little preview side. It was just that little path that you can walk on. And the synopsis was, if I walk off of the red path, the old lady or whatever is gonna get me, right? So I've been having this issue, and so if other people would just freeze. Which is why I have version 2, and I don't know why it freezes. It's so weird. So let me go to the other version where it doesn't freeze. It's fine. Hopefully it doesn't crash, because I don't know what was going on with that. But you can see that it added a couple more stuff. But it was pretty much that, and then you had to get to a certain point, and then you were fine. and that was it. But like it was multiplayer, but it was like the perspective of me. So like there was more people. There was like 3 more people and everything. And I know you can do multiplayer on this. And I've done it a little bit. I don't know if you can do it online multiplayer. I'm not really sure, but I'm just gonna stick with it as a single player perspective. So the map's really big. Like it's kind of ridiculous how big I made this map. If you play, you know, this is pretty much just like the way where you would have to go to, you know, avoid getting touched and everything. You start off at around up here, and then you have all these different pathways to go to. Obviously, some of them are like corners and everything. And I feel so bad for having this would be really, really long, and it kind of looks like a snake. I don't know what happened. So I'll probably open up a pathway here because you don't move too fast, and it could feel. And honestly, playing the little bit that I've played was very disorienting. I don't have a lot of like markers set up, and they might have like 1 or 2 just, you know, to avoid player confusion. So I'll probably clear that part up and all that stuff. And like that was it. Like you have to get to a certain point at the end, and it was like this weird symbol on the ground. It was, let me just draw it out. And it wasn't even anything complicated. It was literally a like red box, but it was like a different shade of red. It was like glowing a bit, and that's kind of hard to put on here. So I'm gonna try to make it look as glowy as possible. And then once you stepped on it, like that was it. The game was over, and the lady just kind of looked at you, and then she's just like, "Oh," she said something I couldn't remember what it was, and like that was it. Like I kid you not, like the safe spot, quote unquote, was just this, and that was without the pink background. But like, not sure how well I can do like a glowing sort of look towards this, so I'll probably just try to make it look kind of reflective, question mark. We'll see how this goes, but you know, maybe I'll do, instead of pink, I'll just make that all red. There we go. But it was glowing, so I'm like gonna try my best. Sure. Sure, maybe I'll do some like pink. Or like, you know, these areas, like where the highlight is, and we'll see from there. And it was so weird. I don't think this was rounded out. I think it was pretty like squared off. But it was super weird, but I liked how it was. Now the issue is you can't stack sprites on top of each other, which is unfortunate because it's kind of hard to see. Let me zoom it in. So at the end point, you know, when you, so let me explain some of the other stuff too, right? The pink, if the enemy or the boss walks over it, it gets slow. But if she walks over this weird like other symbol that I saw in my dream, if she steps over it, then she gets faster. So you know, so it's just randomly scattered across the area. Some places I have it where it's like right next to each other. It's like a god, and then other things. And then what's crazy about it is you can see it here on the map, right? But as you play, there's no distinguishing features on the floor. I really hope it doesn't freeze if I get too far away. It shouldn't. But if I randomly step on whatever, so whoa Jesus, the slower fast thingy is, I was like, I think she speeds up, right? And if you stand on it, she's gonna speed up. If I could find one, I jump scared myself in my own game. Oh lord! If I find one of the places that's like slower, obviously, yeah. See, so it's slow now. So I stepped on. Oh wait, do I have a? I just walked in through a wall. Okay, but you can see that she speeds up or slows down with it. I think the map just might be too big, which is a shame. which is a shame. Oh my god, it froze. It's not even. Okay, well, we're gonna figure that out right in this version. I think it's just too big. Which kind of sucks because I think it went like down here. Like I didn't even go that far for it. But anyways, we'll figure that out. I wonder if it is that. It might be the music. Let me get rid of that right now. Because I know when I had the music going on, it was kind of giving me issues. But anyways, let me refresh it so I can test it again. But you can see that it wasn't signified on the floor, which was I really liked. Yeah, she moves super slow. She moves, I think, like one, yeah, like at one speed, like insanely slow. So you're like, I cannot run her. So if you run over like a block that makes her supposed to make her slower, right? Like one of the pink ones, she speeds up a bit, and it's like, oh. And if you run into one of these, she speeds up by a lot. I'll probably slow it down a little bit more. And I'll probably do some markers. I want to make it difficult because it's such a short game. Like if you just go down this pathway, you're good. Obviously, right here is going to be extremely stressful. I'll probably bring that out some more. Because I want to make it where she overlaps and touches you. Like obviously, something's going to be said. So I'll probably do 2 different speeds. I think that'd be good for her being fast. Because I feel like if it's right here, it's unfair. But here's the thing. For those little yellow ones, and you can kind of see it over here, if the player touches that, it destroys the boss. So it's like, I don't know if I feel too bad. Like I could probably set it up at like another 2 squares or so up. I think that'll be fair. It'll give you like a running start if you can find it. But just little stuff like that. I don't know how I got through the wall, which is very interesting. Don't know why that happened. It's all red, so it shouldn't be able to go through the wall. But I'll work on that. I'll probably make some let me do it now. Some markers on the side. So it's like, oh, okay, you can obviously walk in through here. Or at least in a way where it's like, okay, this is super different. What's through here? I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of like rewards or anything like that. I want to make it where the only way you can destroy the enemy is you have to get to the end, because that's how it was in the dream. Like there was no way for us to actually do anything. We just had to run or walk. There was no really like designated thing, but she was always very close to you. So I was like, okay, how can I put that in a game like this where, you know, it's very limited on obviously what it can do, but what can I do to make it like a bit scarier, really? I don't know what I'm making. I'm just kind of making a weird pattern. We'll see. I'll probably change it up a bit more. I wish they had a gray. Like, I wish there was a color wheel on this. I think a couple of the stuff that I don't like about this, it's very limited in the color palette. And I know you can do a lot with very limited colors. Like, I have a game that I've been posting about recently on Twitter, Endless. And I've talked about it briefly before, where the color palette's only gonna be like grays and pinks and whites and reds, like a little bit of black, like that's like the color palette for the whole game. Like no other color, you can't use green or this or that or anything like that. So I'm used to working with it, but it still can be very challenging in some ways where it's like, oh, I don't have gray. I only have white and like this color. It's very light purple. And again, my goal isn't to make a game fully on here. Like if I was gonna download it and be like, hey, look, you can just buy it or support it up. Nah, I just wanna make something funky, and then we'll see what happens, you know. I don't want to spend too long on this either. I think at the end of the weekend, I'll just have it done and be like, okay, here it is. We're done. And just kind of keep going from there and just make some more stuff. So my own little mini game jams or whatever, really. I think that'd be fun. I want to do more of these. You know, I'm a clown. Let me duplicate this. So I'm just gonna do like a little gate looking thing. I think would be fun. Let me see. Okay, so it looks like I have funny enough, where they come up from the side, so I'm gonna have to rotate them. I think there would be fun. Oops, no need to do it. Now the thing is, it's gonna be so narrow for you to walk through. I feel like that's so mean. You're in a panic and the thing trying to get. Well, no, if you come in through here, it'll be going really slow. So I feel like you have time to get through there, right? I feel like it. I will expand on it just a little bit more. Because the thing is, so normally, like, in order to get, like, the trees showing in the background, you actually have to make them into walls. And that's how I'm able to put down these sprites without them showing up, is because they're not walls, they're not borders, colliders, or whatever you want to call it. It's walls in here, so I'm gonna call it walls. Once that is done that way, then obviously is when it'll show up on screen. So I want to introduce that concept fairly early on, just so people can know. So I'll probably do, I think, that, just a couple of random trees, like whatever. And then it's like, okay, I think you have plenty of space. Well, the issue is, hopefully nobody, you know, you're gonna probably walk into this, so hopefully that person kind of picked up quick enough and was like, okay, you just have to make a beeline, kind of hug the wall, and just, you know, explore the area. Which is why I wanted to put stuff in the map to do that. Also, you're gonna see me go back and forth a lot. I'm gonna make sure it. Damn it. Did it save? Did it save? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna be going back and forth a bit every so often. MakeCode does do an autosave feature, but if I go back, I'm able to see when I last edited it, so we're good with that. But let's see. So I'll do that. I like the size of it. I think it's fair. But then it's like, okay, the person comes over here, right? What's the incentive? Maybe if it goes into one of these places, like maybe it teleports back the boss. I think that'd be pretty fun. Or just teleport to somewhere random. Which would suck if it lands on top of you, but you know, it has all of these like points that it can pick from, right? So hopefully it doesn't spawn closer to you. I mean, closer to you would be funny, but hopefully it doesn't spawn like on top of you or like in a very inconvenient area. So I'll probably put it like over here. It'd be funny if it just spawns like right there. It's like, no, please. But you know, I think things like that would be really fun. Let me see. So I have that. Let me get this, and then I'll need to rotate it. Get rid of you. Rotate you this way. Just little things. I know soon. So there's this, and I haven't done much with it. I've been doing other projects. It's called Bird Song is what I'm working on, and I have a couple people that are helping me with it, but I haven't done much progress in it. I feel terrible, especially because they do show interest in working on it. But that'll be something. If you've kept up with my Twitter, like I've unfortunately kind of like overextended myself in the amount of projects that I'm doing. So when I'm done with these current projects, in the sense of like these collaborations that I've done and picked up on versus it being my own projects, I'm kind of done for a while. Like unless it's something I really, 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 really want to be part of, I'm because it hasn't been leaving me time, you know, to work on stuff like this. Like I have to make time for it, which is something that I don't want to do. I just want to be able to sit down and do the things instead of being like, oh man, I don't have that much time, blah blah blah. So nope. And it's I have like how many Zines? It's the Draculara Zine, the Ahamkara Zine. One of the projects that I'm working on that I did make that is part of a Zine. So it's 3 different ones. And then I'm also doing a project with some animations and stuff like that on the side, and then my other work. So it's like, ooh, wait, and I'm still in school. I was like, oh, hold on, don't burn yourself out. So once all that gets settled, I'm gonna start working back on my projects. Bird Song. So there's not much I'm gonna say about it yet, but that is the current name for it. It's not the name, but you'll learn the name later. I think what is it? It's February after March. I have a good chunk of time. So I think April, May. Probably April will be a good time to kind of work on it. Maybe even April, May. Because there's the other Zine that I'm working on that's an animatic. That isn't happening now, but it's gonna be due when/before Final Shape is released. So I'm like, okay, no more stuff for some time, which is alright. Sometimes you can't overexert yourself, otherwise you can have no time and space to work on your stuff. Let's see, so we got this, we got these overlaps, so these are really fun, right? At the end, when you overlap with whatever, the yellow one, the boss will get destroyed, and then the finishing one would be this one where the game is over, and that's it. And I'll probably do it. I'm actually super curious if let me test out something. I actually don't know where the player spawns in, if I'm being quite honest with you. I actually have no idea. So let's see where that is. Oh? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's like right up there. So that little happy dude. Interesting, it makes him into 3D object. Okay. Okay, so that's... I don't know if that sticks out or not. Whoa! Hey! Relax. Oh my god. See, and I think it's lagging out because of her. Whoa, wait a second. It's like making multiple ones of her? Okay, so there's one on top of me, and then there's this one. Huh. Okay. Oh, I know why. I'm a clown. Okay, so I know exactly why. So it's trying to make 3 sprites. Alright, let me go out here and zoom in. So I initially have the set boss sprite 2, the first one you see, right? But then when you overlap with either the pink or red, black symbol, it's going to make a whole new boss sprite. And depending the speed, it's going to go after you either at 200, which I could have sworn to put to 100. And then do this. While it's doing that, it's also going to be changing the volume of stuff. And so the music, because I noticed that the music was like giving me issues after some time. So it's trying to overlap on the music as well. Okay, so I wonder. Okay, so what I'll have to do is I need to change this. See, and this is the part where it's just like, can this be done here? So I need to make the variables be different. And then so I need to make it where it destroys the boss and destroys the slow boss, because it can be that the person has the boss spawned in, goes over the pink and summons the slow boss, and all that sort of stuff. So I need to make sure that it takes account for, hey, delete the old boss and the fast boss for the slow boss. I need to switch all the variables around real quick. Fast boss, fast, destroy boss and slow boss. Set the music volume to that. This should theoretically work, right? But then here's the thing. I think once the boss is short, I kind of like it going at a relatively fast speed. I think it being from 10 to 100 is good. It starts off really slow. That'll work really well. But then what happens? The thing, right? What happens if you... I'm going to delete these so I know that pink is directly next to it. Goodbye to you. And then the red will be right in front of the door. So I'm going to test to see how it reacts to all of this now. I'm going to refresh you. Alright. Hello. So... okay, let me kind of bring her over here. It's going to take her a minute. It's 1 speed. She is moving though, right? Yeah. Whoa. What's happening? What's happening? Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, so it's starting to freak out. It does not like those little variable thingies. I might just have to make it where... because I wanted to change sprites, but I think at this point... it is not liking what I want it to do. It'll probably do it better if I did it in Java or in Python, but honestly, I just feel like being lazy. So, I'll have, which is a shame, I will just have the speeds get changed. And I won't have to do any, sprite changes. Which is a shame. Ma'am, go over here. And that should fix it. Fingers crossed, right? And then I need to do boss. Boss. Destroy boss. Okay. Let me test out that one as well. If I go to the corner, I should destroy it. So we'll do that. Alright, so I'm gonna test this out first. Goodbye, lady. Alright, cool. Okay. Yeah, and it's not like wigging out. I'll have to. She spawns in like right on top of where I want to test out the other one. So I mean, whatever. I can literally just go. There we go. So we see her do that. And okay, so I do have space to move at least. If I wanted to. Oh, jeez, that was quick. Oh, I didn't know I ran into the thingy just yet. Okay, then when I destroy her, whoop, she just leaves existence. Okay. I'm gonna change this to be 80, and you can actually do. Can I not? Oh, alright. Well, my keyboard just. Okay, well, it's still working. Just not working in this. Go away. Okay, go away. Let's open up this time. But just still want to work on this one a bit more. Okay. I like don't want to mess that up. Okay. Alright. Yeah, always stop. Alright, oh, it was having a moment, I guess. Whatever. Whatever. It was having a moment. Hang on 1 sec. So, okay, all that works. I want to now test out the text out. Maybe I'll just make it nice and slow. Oh god, how funny would that be though if I just had one like just somewhere where it's like what? Like all the way like here. Just like a little one. Just somewhere where it's just like right. Just okay, so it is like impossible for the person to not hit it, you know? Like, alright, we're good. I'm going to erase that, and then I'm gonna put I'm gonna make that into a wall so I can see how this text comes up. Should be the full screen, yeah. Now the only thing is what I hate about this, which is why I'm making it the like last screen, is if you're overlapping it the whole time, you have to like slowly or like quickly press A and then keep moving forward, which gets really annoying. So I didn't want to deal with that. So it's the very last freaking thing you do. I should probably actually lower this over here so the person isn't like, oh my god. But I'll still have it where she's destroyed. Which you can do a little effect on her. I was supposed to do... Okay. So, I don't know, maybe... I want to do something with that. Maybe you could just... Because I can't have it show. Or, I'm a little goofy goober. You sure can have it show. Right here. And kind of do that. You know, yeah, I think that'll be good. We'll do that, so it's very obvious what that is. And when the boss is destroyed, I can actually do a little effect, which is kind of funny. You can turn her into little smiles. Or I could turn her into ashes or something. Fire. Or turn her into fire. And it lasts for a little bit. Let's see. I don't want it to destroy the boss, because that's already gonna be overkill here. Well, if you touch the little, like, blocks, right? How did it look like on here, then? I want to make sure the boss is destroyed, because that's gonna be annoying. You get the game over, but you, like, won, so... No matter what way you touch it, she's always gonna die, so... Well, it doesn't overlap here, so I don't need to do anything with that. Maybe instead of an overlap, it's not touch. What's it? No overlap. That's fine. I won't overthink it. So, okay, so we have our movements, our win states. I want to leave my comments up there too. Do that, and then I want to work on my lose state, and then I might honestly be done with this question mark. Well, no, I want to add something to like reward the player for like exploring those places or something, you know. Yeah, because that's something like the A button and stuff. Actually, this was testing out on the it's really cool. You can switch it over to tile map and raycasting, and then depending what you do though, you have to if I have it on raycasting, I have to switch it to tile map and then do a different set of commands in order to make it move. It looks really weird too, like how fast does it move? Ooh! Oh, hey, chill! And it's like really weird to like control it in this way, but you know, it works. Okay, so I'm at the bottom of the sea. It doesn't take too long to get here. I'm scared. She's gonna just fly out at me. Did she get stuck? I wonder if she got stuck. No, the game just froze. Because of course it did. Wow. I actually don't know why it's freezing. That is so, I've made what? This is nothing. This is like 2 seconds. This is nothing of code. I'm actually not sure why it keeps freezing up like that. It is so weird. I don't feel like using something else. I might just honestly just get all the code and just do it somewhere else. But yeah, she moves slow. Start with the speed of 1. And if it overlaps, she's gonna stay at 10. That's normal. And then she's gonna move to 100 and make me pee my pants. Oh my god. I hate this. Okay. So I like just barely touched it and she was able to move. Okay. You know what it is? It's cut. No? Yeah. Okay, yeah, she gone. Bye. That's it. So I know if you stand on there. No, yeah, because even if you stand on there, it shouldn't freak out. Maybe it's the file itself. I've actually never had it this. I have made, as you can tell, much more complicated things than just that. Like, I have a word. Like, look at that. I have animation and crazy stuff in here, so I'm not sure why it is like way more stuff if you do stuff. Oh my god, is it Mako? Is it my computer? Can I no longer handle this game? Like, it has a bunch of crazy animations. I have a jump thing. I have physics and gravity on this, and if you turn around, you can switch your little dude. I don't know how to make it when you look left. Whenever you look left, your eyes are just closed. Versus right, where you kind of like me, just doing whatever. And like, I have it where if you fall on certain areas, like you die. I want to make it here. Yeah, see, I want to make it where after a while, like you can just do that, but like not all the time. Otherwise, you can just, you know, float around and be alright, which is not what I want. So I'm not. Oops. And I got some. You see, got a little bubble effect. I got some other stuff too. Where depending, you see that purple line that just went through. Depending where that touches, and then this here. Oh yeah, that kills me. Forget about that. Go ahead. Like when I overlap at a certain place. Whoops. So like this summons. I think this changes the music or something. And when I go through here, something happens, right? And there's like this monster comes up from the other side of the screen, comes over, says a text with a specific speed and animation, as you can see very quickly, and it does this. So this is way more complicated than my other thing. So I'm not sure why it's freezing. It's not like, oh, okay, the variables are wrong. It would literally not play or do anything. And I noticed it's after a certain amount of time. And I wonder if it's a song. The song is kind of dumb. Here, let me mute you, Streamlabs music. So I'm gonna listen to my chaos music. Maybe actually, do I have it where I can? Let me. Hopefully, you guys don't hear my Spotify music. Hold on. Let me see. Output capture. See, it froze. Okay, so it froze after a while. Okay. That is weird. Also, the music might be on, question mark. Let's see. I hope so. Okay. It's very cursed. You can hear it like freaking out. and I've never. And the song itself is pretty long. Here, I'll play it again. and it like kind of just like here, if I play it, you'll be able to hear it. Hopefully it's not too loud, so I'll play it here. And then it just breaks right around here, so you don't even hear the whole song. Also, that was me just going with a mouse and be like, look at all this song. No rhyme or reason for the song. And then that's it, and it's supposed to loop again. But for whatever reason, and I might just have to make a new song. That's fine. I have no qualms with that. I want to know why my game's breaking. But like, listen. And then that's it. The song's over, and it's breaking for whatever reason. And I have no idea as to why. And then it freezes like after like a little bit. Because I had somebody tell me that it's just like, hey, you know, it's freezing for me. I can't really play it. I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see. And now it froze. Oh, now it's freaking out. Well, see, why is it freaking out? And then it just glitched through. I don't know. I have no idea. Which is super upsetting. But it confuses me. Oop, let me charge my computer, hold on. But whatever, that's right. I am... Ooh, computer. Why are you warming up? Relax. So... Hello, code blocks, yeah. You caught me right at the end of this. I was actually trying to figure out, so... For whatever reason, this game in particular keeps freezing on me after a certain amount of time. Mute that. And I'm not sure why, because I've made stuff that's more complicated than this. Like, this is not too bad. But something's going... I thought I told you to stop, game. And I think it's the music? I'm not sure. And they do look delicious. I love them. And it's literally... This is all it's pretty much saying is... What's the background? How am I rendering the background? Who the characters are in the variables. And then... Very simple. It's... Yeah, just block coding. It's in MakeCode Arcade. It's really neat. You can do JavaScript and Python on it. So right now I'm just kind of just messing around with this. And I would have made more progress, but I'm really stumped as to why it keeps lagging and freezing about 30 seconds into the game. And I thought it was some other issues because before, yeah, I had some other issues where I thought it was if the character, right, this little thing, and it's supposed to not be in this render view, but just to like kind of test things out in a bit easier visual way. I originally had it where if my character goes over this, it's supposed to do a different sprite for this character that's following you. And it's supposed to do the same thing for this one. Oh my god. And that's normally not hard to do. It's very easy. But for some reason it keeps freezing. So I was like, okay, let me simplify it way more. Let me just make it where she only changes speed and the volume of the music gets either louder or quieter. And then it just freezes. And it's super weird because there's nothing in here that should make it be freezing as it is. For whatever reason. So my best guess is it might be the song itself. Yeah, just super randomly. It's I've noticed it's about 30 seconds in. And it's not the website, it's not my computer, it's not the internet, because I've tested it on my phone. I've had other people test it. And I've tested other games that I worked on as well, and it was still like freezing. I'm like, alright, well. So if it's not the music, which I'm gonna delete, So I'm gonna test this out. I mean, if it is, that'd be great. Just make a new song. But if it's not that, I might just need to make a new file, grab all this, and chuck it over there and see what happens. Because this is all I have in the game. It's just like you walk around. Obviously, you can't get through these areas. Near the end, which I'm gonna go over to right now, is if you make her go fast. If you touch the yellow block, she dies, and if you touch the blue block, this just appears, and that's it. No, they shouldn't be corrupted. That's the thing either. So we can actually check the assets up here. What's that? It has no name. Okay, that shouldn't be. Could it be that I've never had the issue before? Let's. But you can't even name it. Like, you can't even name it. So I don't know why it's like giving me that weird error. I don't know, I keep playing. Can I name it? Edit? Nope. Yeah, these are my tile 11, background, image. I made this in the background thing, but you see it's a type image. Whoops. Well, that shouldn't be giving me issues. What is this? Oh, those are the tile maps I made, but yeah, none of this should have anything with it. These are old tile maps that I was testing out when I was trying to figure out how to make the walls be renderable. Well, the only like error that I'm getting here on that little like caution sign is just saying there's no name for the asset, but it's a background. You just duplicate it and then delete. Oops, I didn't mean to duplicate that one. It's not even letting me delete that one. Interesting. Huh. Okay. We're gonna hope for this one. This is my image. And this needs to stop automatically playing. Okay. Is this, I think this was, it needs to stop playing is what it needs to do. Alright. So we have just that one. Let's test it out. And let's see if that's what the error is. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh that. And then we'll wait a bit. We'll just run around. Because she doesn't do anything when you touch her. For yet. I want to do some other fun stuff though, where, see, like my character gets slow and fat. Like if I move down, it moves slow. And I have the speed at, can I still move? Okay, cool. Was it really just the background? I'm very curious. Oh, no, I'm not moving. Oh, Jesus. Alright, it's just kind of doing its own thing right now. Huh. Okay, so it wasn't that. Okay, let's set it back to render mode. Or breakcasting mode. Wait, it just kind of went going. I'm like, huh, this is odd. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna use this instead of the sad keys, but that's it's gonna be so hard to do it like this. All right, a good indicator if the game froze or not is if she moves very slow. Let's see, but it normally crashes not, but that's fine. And if it is something that it is just within this this file, for whatever reason, I'll just try copying, pasting it, putting it somewhere else, and see. Because I don't want to spend too long on this, honestly. This is supposed to be a short little thing. Okay, it seems like it's working fine. Alright, let's run around and explore a little bit. It looks so different in 3D view. Yeah, see, because the map itself isn't big, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe the map is just really big. You can make the map massive. It is insane. So, okay, that's fine. So I'm just gonna goof around a bit and just kind of explore some things. Yeah, originally it's supposed to be in 3D. And the 2D thing that I was doing, I was just testing out the placement of certain stuff and seeing how it looked. Oh, this I need to fix. Interesting. That's alright. But yeah, it was, you were not here for the stream, or for when I first started, but this was based off a dream I had, where you could only walk on the red portions of the floor. And if you stepped outside of it, then this thing that was supposed to be following you, supposed to be like a weird old lady thing. I don't know why it was an old lady, but whatever. And if you stepped outside of it, she would get you. I don't know what she did, but she'd just get you. I don't know how to make it where you're not walking outside on just the okay, looks like it's not freezing up. Let me just keep exploring. How the background's set up, I can't really make it where it's just the red path. I mean, yeah, just the red path and like nowhere else, unfortunately, but that's fine. I'm not gonna... This is one of those games and stuff that I'm not gonna be focusing too much on making it super great and exporting it to Unity or anything like that. I'm just like, yeah, it's just a little thing, like whatever. Yeah, it was a very weird dream. There was like 3 other people with me too, so technically co-op, but I don't know how to do that like in an online setting. Like if there were 3 other people sitting here playing with me in person, then yes, it could work. But I'm just gonna leave it as a 1-player thing. Alright, so it looks like it's fine. Okay, so it had to be a combination of the asset background acting up, which I've never seen before, so alright. Thanks for suggesting to look at that. And then just the rendered type was giving it issues, which is also an issue I've never seen before. Did I step in? Is she like stuck in a corner? That'd be funny. That happens sometimes. The AIs are not that smart here sometimes. No? Huh. Alright. I think so? Look, oh shit, there she is. Yeah, she's kind of slow right now, which is fine. Because if I step close to these red boxes, like her speed increases by like a bazillion. So like barely had the time to turn around. But if I step like close to here, and then if I step away, she gets deleted. Oh yeah, and then these boxes were supposed to be on the floor and like glowing. I don't know how to do that in this program. And then that was like the end point. So it's just like, okay, whatever. And then there it is. All right, cool. So we got it to work. Hell yeah, teamwork. Now we're gonna switch it back, and then I'm wondering if the issue was not just the rendering type. So if I switch it from, so there's this, right? You have view mode for raycasting, and then how you move the sprite needs to be in the same branch of the language, would be the best way to put it. So if I switch it from raycasting to tile map, but I still have the raycasting movement speeds, it's not gonna work. Here, I'll show you. Like, it'll register it, but like if I try to see how I'm trying to move, it doesn't understand. Like, I'm trying to go down, but it can't really do it. It's almost like tank movement. It's very weird. So I know correctly doing it to where it's tile map mode with the tile map movements work. But I'm wondering, because see, this one right here says set dream to myself sprite. That is specifically for your raycast mode. So what I'm gonna do is have those two always hooked together, and then make a sprite for the player. Also name it dream, and then just do a pink dot. Whatever, you're not gonna. So I'm now, let's see, pink dot. Let's see. It says player cast on null. What? That's never happened before. What else is happening? Set dream. But I have it set dream here. Set dream sprite. Oh, I have to. This is the part that gets kind of dumb too. It's if your variable's underneath what you want it to be, doesn't work sometimes. Okay. Get me out of debug mode, thank you. It's super particular, this thing. I like it for the most part, but sometimes it's like, bruh. Come on. What? You see the heck? I'm all the way down there. They're interacting with one another. That's weird. Alright, I'm not gonna be too concerned with that. I'm barely gonna be in tile map mode anyways. So it'll be set. Is it still being weird again? Yeah. Oh, whoops. I set that here. Okay. Set dream. Alright. And then now I'm gonna go back to raycasting. Well, I guess actually I need to do what I want to test out now is I want to reward the player for exploring the area, right? And I'm like, okay, how am do that? And I need to fix this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but that's alright. Actually, I think no, because it was this one and that one. What if I did? That works, I guess. And I don't know, like, I don't want to make it where you can shoot an object and then the enemy dies. I don't want that. Maybe because it. Let me see. Do I have any orange? I don't. Okay. So they're all smiley faces, so I know. Just so it's easier to see on areas like here, it sticks out really well. So I just do a lot of silly stuff on that end. That's alright, you're not supposed to see that anyways, but maybe like over here, like behind the smiley face, there's like you could find like a chest, and then or something. Now the part that can get a little confusing for this is if my sprite walks over something, right? So if it walks over the orange space, maybe the chest can open up and then something happens, is what I think. Can I copy this? Oh, that's annoying. I have to like have it in front. Alright. So, whoops, I didn't mean to hit that. So I can have that here. Oops, chest. I want it to be like right in front. And then I don't know what happens at the chest. Guess I can do. I'm gonna player overlaps this. I can probably do a little animation. And I don't need to do this stuff, but I'm curious if it'll work. I don't want it to loop. Yeah, and they have a lot of preset stuff too, so if you don't know how to draw, you're just being lazy. It's just like, yeah, easy peasy. Oh, let me choose that, because that's going to be 3D. I'll make that a food, whatever. Okay, so chest, and so then I want... Does it have the chest here? Okay, cool. And then on the next frame... Whoops, I didn't mean to zoom in or zoom out. Oh my god. Oops. I want to have that be the opening one. Now, so I don't have to walk all the way over here. I'm going to set this, I think, in the corner. And let's see if this works. Why is that all the way over there? Okay. Overlaps that. Animate chest. And it's supposed to be opening. That looks like it's something. Let's do 200. Yeah, we will remove. Oh, you know what it is? I might not be able to do it because how this kind of is. See, it's trying to find chest, but it doesn't exist because it's grayed out. But if I have set chest here, in order to make the animation work, I would need to set the position in a different area. So I can't actually have it played here, what I would need to do is figure out the coordinates here. So what, this is 17 and 1. This is the part that gets kind of annoying at times because it's very, I don't even know if rudimentary is the right word for it. 17, 1. So in theory, what? Huh. It was 17x 1y, whatever. Okay, it's almost there. Sheesh. Alright, 115. Whatever. So now, instead of having that pink one there, I'm going to switch it to be the orange one. And we're going to test out to see if that works. No. Okay, let's see. Just kind of food. Position it there. Chest. One player. Me. Over. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, interesting. Okay. So even though I'm quote unquote the player, you can see in here it says set this to that and everything. I don't have this defined specifically as a player sprite. I just have it as myself. So I might not be able to do. Yeah, I might not be able to do this. That's alright. No, it's just 20 extra subs I didn't need, so. But I still want to do something with that, but eh. Or maybe I could just leave it as it is. Sometimes you just don't need stuff. Alright, now I just need to make a crazy song and then I think I'm done with this. And then we'll set it to be pretty quiet so it doesn't blast anybody's ears. Oops, the kingdom come. Because I've had that happen before. Or I had it before when my students was like, I'm gonna put this to a volume 1000. And I was like, why would you do that? And they're just like, I don't know. It's like, oh, okay. Sure. That's fine. Which I don't want to do. So hopefully this, whatever the heck I'm about to make for 10 measures will work well. I know, I think it's burgers and cheesecake and puppies and cars is how you make your music. Because absolutely, right now I'm literally just going crazy. I have no idea how this sounds. And we're gonna learn this song together. Should have seen the last one. It was like a bunch of cherries and stuff everywhere, which I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Oops. Man, I'm trying to... Oh, Lord. Whatever. The dog is like really loud in like the treble clef instead of in the bass clef. So I'm like, nope. We're not doing that. I think it was like the computer and like the car. I think like either overlapped or something sounded awful. So we're gonna put some of those in there. Alright. Speed 180. Okay, let's see how this conundrum sounds. Let me mute that. Mute my music. I'm gonna not have this be super loud. Gonna Fingers crossed, lower the volume. So let's see how this sounds. Let's preview it. Okay, I can barely hear it over here, which is great. So let's start that over. Okay, cool. It wasn't too bad. Thank God. And if it was super quiet, it might be a little louder here. There it is. Yeah. Okay. And it's supposed to loop for forever. Okay, so it is until done, so we're gonna have this looping in background. Alright, perfect. Alrighty, so I've been working on this one pretty good. I'm gonna think about this. Whoops. Get rid of that. I'm literally not even using those, so goodbye. Alright. This part's done. What I'm gonna do now is gonna switch over to some artwork and get some of those projects that I need to finish done. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna switch up my setup real quick. Okie dokie. We're done with that. Gonna switch over to Lower that, sorry. Where am I? Dang, there it is. There it is. I gotta I don't know why it resizes every time. Ugh. Okay, there we go. I gotta finish this up because this is almost. This is actually almost due, and I kind of want to finish it. I'm pretty much there, honestly. I think I just want to add a bit more shadows on her. It's like very hard to tell, and like a background. I don't know if I want to do her little bat accessory thing. It looks kind of weird. I'm normal for the weird stuff, but like, I don't know. There's something about it I don't like. It looks weird, like it's trying to look cute, but then it looks kind of ugly at the same time. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this, but like I feel like that's such like a big thing for this particular doll, like to come with it. Whoops. So I feel like I have to, and it's like she's in the promo art, so like I guess I'll put her in there. I don't want to, but whatevers. I want to make it look cute, kind of. Still like a little ugly though, because like even in the artwork she look a little. She doesn't look ugly here though. Like what the heck? Like she looks cute there, and then here it's just like what happened? Sheesh. God. Let me see. I have her like that. Like her ears are really round. Like they're big like a bat, but they're round. It's interesting. And her head's big. She's like smirking kind of. It's like did they give her like a detailed nose? I can't really tell. Oh, she's very sparkly up there. You know, I just realized I need to add sparkles on her arms. Whoops. I know it's not on the doll, but I kind of want to add sparkles. I think that'd be fun. Okay, so it looks like the thing doesn't have a nose. I think it's just that fucking ugly. I feel so bad. But whatever. Oh, I feel bad if anybody really likes that little bat character and I'm just like roasting it for no reason, but it just looks like a fat, ugly, like baby looking thing. Like, I don't like how it looks in the toy. It's so weird. Whatever. I knew what I signed up for when I picked this one, so that's it. Let me see. Okay, instead of making my life harder, goodbye to you. And let me get her. But there we go. Whoops, I didn't have my fans on. I was wondering when my computer was getting warm. I'm like, hello? You need to not, ma'am. Gonna cheat a little bit. And then just kind of like weirdly pot-bellied for a bit. It's very odd. she got real big eyes, so I'll do that. Alright. That looks fine. Whatever. That looks fine. We'll go with this. I think I picked a crunchy line. Yeah. Was that one? Well, that line came out really good. Never mind. I was about to just undo that. Like, no, don't need to. That one came out surprisingly good. So I know for sure I'm gonna finish this. Let me see, I've been streaming for an hour and a half already. My god, time goes by fast. I might just do till 2 hours today. I might be coming down with something again. So we'll see how I feel. Hopefully it's nothing. But we'll see. Oh, that looks bad. She looks like she's full of cheese. Like, why does she have so much cheese? Just like a cat. I know she's a bat, but I feel like she's like one of those cats that are just like, I love cheese and will kill a man for it. That's what it looks like. I do like the sweater though. It's just hearts. It's so cute. Except for the fucking face. It's so ugly. Ugh. Ears are kind of this, and then it like goes out pretty big, but like her head's still kind of big. So like, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I think Sunday I might game. Maybe Destiny. I have to see what dungeons are happening this week. Because if it is Spire, then yeah, I'm going to be playing that one. I still need the bow. But if it is not Spire, I just got Ultra Kill, so I couldn't wait to play it anymore, and I played it off stream, and I have no idea how to control anything in there. So I'm like, I think until I get better with the controls, I'm not gonna stream this because somebody will throw up for how fast I move the camera around. So maybe next time for that. Otherwise, whoops, sorry, that was my drinking. So I think for another time would be good. Have some other games. Of course. I have many games. I kind of want to pick a game that I haven't played on stream yet. Or at least not for a while. I know forever ago I played Ghost of Tsushima. I just haven't finished beating it. And what sucks is like, I love Samurai. I love that time period. It's so much fun. It's so cool. I don't know why I never finished it. Like, I barely got into the story. I'm like, wow. And I had so much fun with it. I don't know what happened. But that's okay. That happens. But there's a couple games. I think Generation Zero would be super fun to stream on here. That's a game that I really got into for a bit. Super fun. Um, what are some other stuff I could play? I could play Titanfall 2 because I love the hell out of that game. The only reason the only reason I don't stream Apex Legends and stuff is because I'm really bad at it. Like, I don't play it enough to, like, feel comfortable streaming it. I'm like, I'll play it, like, once in a blue moon, but, like, I'm, like, level 3 or something like that. I know a friend and I, which was so funny, she looks like the last person that would ever play a video game in her life, like, not even mobile phone games. And she's like, it was like one day out of nowhere, we got assigned to be partners for school, and we had to, like, present something. I don't know what happened, but we got into the subject of Apex Legends, and she's like, oh my god, I love this game, like, I play it all the time. She's like, one of the highest ranks you can get into. I'm like, you don't look like you play video games. And she's like, no, everybody tells me that. And she loves, like, those battle royale games and everything. And she was super fun. Like, that was actually one of the best times I've had, because it was like her and her boyfriend that would play, which is super cute. And I was like, oh man, I kind of want to play it again. And then the semester finished, and then we just stopped talking. And it's like, well, I know she was really cool, so I might hit her up. And she did stream for a little bit too, actually. And she showed me, and I was like, oh shit, that's really cool. Because I think it was. Yeah, I have no idea how we got to the subject of it. Because I think I had just started. Because I was doing streaming for another, or like for a company for a while. And then I was like, oh man, yeah, I want to finish this. I just finished streaming, or I have to get ready to start streaming, so I can't stay too long. Some bullshit like that, right? And she's like, oh my god, I do this too. And it's like, oh, hell yeah. So, that was neat. Let me color this fat baby real quick, and then I'll move her. She came out looking cute. Let's see. I kind of want it to match Draculara. I don't know if I'm gonna do solid black. No, I could do solid black and then make the lines kind of silver. Just because there's so much pink on her, I'll do silver for her lines. Yeah, I think that would be best. I don't know, probably. Oh. One day I'll stream Apex on here. I'll not stream Fortnite. I refuse. I don't play it anymore. Can I, like. I don't know. We'll do 3. I'll do like a silverish pink, I think would be good. Maybe like a dark pink for her lines. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Like that. There we go. Actually, I might do, because my thought process was have the silver. That's fine. This works. Man, this will work. And then if I did this, I want to try to solo Spire. I just soloed Prophecy Dungeon. Dude, that last room fucking sucks. I was like, I could do everything else in this, no problem. I have zero issue. It might take me a little bit long in the little topsy-turvy room, but that's fine. I don't need to rush to hurry up and finish it. I could take my sweet-ass time in there. It is that boss room. Because I've done it before, where I got to the boss room and I was like, I don't know what to do. I think this was before Osteostriga came out. Like, that was like my last change. I had done like stuff with like Thunderlord, Witherhorde, I did Gallowhorn for a bit. A lot of other horns. lot of bullshit for it. And I was just like, dude, I don't know what to do. It would be like just bullshit that would come up. Honestly, the Scions weren't even an issue. It was, I wish I caught it on camera. There was this one room where I was running around, as you do, and I'm gonna draw it out because it was so dumb. It was more circular, but it was very, very small. So you have like the boss here, 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 and like one platform here, and then like that to hide. Those little two doodads were the only hiding places. And you got all your Scions, you got all your Knights, and you got you running around, right? So I started running around this direction. For some reason, the Scions thought they were gonna be the funniest fuckers in the universe. They split the group up, so one was running this way, and then the other was running this way. So when I kept running this way to kill these Scions in this group, the ones behind me would multiply. And then if I turned around to kill them, the spawn point where the new Scions would come in would spawn in and do the same shit. And I was like, oh my god, so I couldn't even just like, because sometimes you could just run around in like a big circle for a couple laps and then everything's clear. No, it like decided to just be an asshole to me, and like the boss had like this, whoops, it's on the clipping zone, had like, so this was like the health bar for the boss. It had like that much left. If I had just lived that round, because I think it had 2 out of the 3 echoes of the boss killed, I was so mad. I've never been that mad at a video game before. I was like, I need a break. I just walked away for a little bit, and I came back later, and I was like, okay, let's finish this shit. I got it. Thank fuck that whatever's going on, for whatever's buggy in there right now, and I think this has been the whole time, which, again, thank fuck that it was, you're supposed to beat it in one sitting. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like, hey, as long as you finish it, it doesn't matter. Because I think it was like that for... I think it was like that for one of the other dungeons. I can't remember what it was. As long as you finish it alone, you would get it. But again, I didn't know that you had to complete it in one sitting. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, yay, got it. And then I saw the achievement and I was like, oh, I left for like 3 hours because I got mad and I got hungry. I think I would have been crying if I had to start over, but like, I'm just never gonna get this fucking ghost shell, am I? Like, bruh. Like, that was like the worst. The worst. But I got it. Stinky garbage is what it was. Because it didn't need to be that hard. But whatever. So I might do Spire. I'm not gonna do Ghost of the Deep. Good night on that encounter with the knight. Everything else wasn't that bad. Like, bruh. No. Nope. I have to make that look metallic-y too. Hold on. Like, nope. Oop. I meant to do that on a separate layer. She's like, no, I'm not. Not for a while. Probably not for a couple seasons. Hopefully they don't get rid of it, but we will see. I would love to stream Final Shape, but I think everyone and their mom's gonna be streaming that one. Where's my smudge? So probably not. Oops. Probably won't be streaming that one, so I'm gonna be so focused in with everything, like, bruh. But we will see. Plus, I don't know what day it might drop on a Tuesday. We tend to keep up with that Tuesday thing, so shouldn't be too bad, but I know a lot of people take the days off. But it's summer. It's a summer release. That's gonna be insane when it drops, now that I think about it. And that was honestly a dumb and smart move, because they're gonna get as much people as possible. But also kind of dumb, just because the summers are gonna be exploding to Kingdom Come. So, ooh, I probably won't play till it's like a really dumb hour. Or like, no, not even, you can't even do it really early because everybody's gonna be hold on. Wait, I like this color pink. Let me redo the time. Like, everybody's gonna be playing super crazy. And I'll probably wake up super early the next day to play. Like at fucking 6 in the morning or 7 or something. Be like, cool, most normal people are asleep. Let's play video games. We will see. There'll probably be people pulling all-nighters, but I think overall most people will be pretty good. Schlepping at that time, so. Oops. It's too bright. The light's coming like from behind and in front, right? No, it's mostly in front. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then the light source, whatever color that is. Okay, color. And then it was 58. So let me go here. Grab that. 1, 2. It's color 58. Oh, thank God. I was like, I might not be able to get to the 58, but that'd be fun. Oh, whoops. You can't really see it on here. Okay. Oh, because it's solid black, that's why. Can I add? Okay. Not screen, because that doesn't bring it. This is the only. I like Fire Packet for doing a lot of stuff, but like sometimes it's like, bruh. She don't work. I think I'll do that color. Would be good. And then I'll do some here, some here, here, here. Whoops, erased a bit too much. I don't want to make it where it looks like she has a nose. So I will kind of do like little cheeks. And then a blur. Yeah, that could work. And then just do the blur a couple times. She ain't the main focus, so I'm not too concerned with her looking the best. But she works. She works. And then zoomed out. She works. Reduce a little bit of the pink up here. And a little bit more on her shirt. Look like she spilled some juice on her. Alrighty. That looks good. I like the heart motifs on her. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna do this and then whoop. Jesus, my mouse decided I didn't want to still do stuff. Okay, this looks pretty cute. Oops, yeah, what is that? Oh yeah, that's a backup one. Look at that difference, like bruh. Trust that rendering process sometimes. Not that by us, but it's her face. It's still kind of. I'm gonna add a bit more to her face, and then I'll say that she's done. What even is this 39 layer? What are you? Layer 18. What are you? I don't know what this is. When the thing is too small, you can't see. I'm gonna make it like bright green and really big. What the hell? Look how tiny that is. What is this supposed to be, like a highlight layer? I think so. Oh, okay, I know what it is. Jesus, you couldn't even see that. It's that little highlights that I like to do. It's just really hard to see. One of those things of, I don't know what this is supposed to be on. When you draw your image too big. Yeah, I think legitimately there's something in that one. Okay. So I am gonna do some shadows on here. I'm gonna pick those same colors. And then just add it to her face. There's a little bit on here I can tell, but it's so subtle. I think it's because it's so far away. Here. I'm gonna just like pretty much block out. I think her whole face would be pretty good. Yeah, I think I'll do. I want to like not make her chin so harsh. Or like like right there. I think around her eyes should be, even though they're really dark already, I kind of like how it just really frames it in there. I'm just gonna kind of do something like that. Kind of leave it a little harsh, but nothing like, again, insane. I might. There we go. Shrinkify this. just, why do you even have that? What is it? It was 50? It's just not gonna get there, I guess. Okay. I feel like I'm not crazy. I see something right there. It might be first layer, I guess. Thank God. I'm just like, I don't feel like spending 20 years on finding this. Just clip everything. Oh, what is happening there? Is the line? Oh, it is the lines. Oh, because I had made her. I had edited her lips. That's right. Honestly, that's pretty good. Any more is gonna just be too much details and details that people won't see, but that's alright. Now her background. What's happening over here? Is black and white? Okay, so I will do a and I take a circle. That works. And then what's that? Oh, she can put down here. And then I kind of want to do those like sparkles that I wanted to add anyways. Would be really good. And then she's done. Which is great for me. No more Zines, unless it's something I really fucking just like, oh my god, I have to be a part of, but I kind of try my best to not to. See, I could just cheat and just do, I think I have sparkles. It's hard because it's on the left and I'm left-handed, so my hands are covering it. Let me see. I know the stars. Let's see. I could just do that scatter string. What is that? Ugh. Oh, that's cute. And I can make my own brush too. I should do that. I should do that for these little thingies. And then now I don't have to blur it. So just do that. I'm gonna do a bunch of sparkles on her here. I'm probably gonna reduce the sparklage in the sense of the opacity. On her clothes, anyways. Add one more there. I'm gonna add one more up top. Here, and then there we go. Alright. All of those get together and lighten that up. Or is there a way to do... The issue is it's going to be on a... Let me do this because I want to do some sparkles around her. Not like a lot. I think somewhere around the bat would be kind of cute. Ooh, let me actually add it to her earrings. I'm gonna leave these two right. A bit more. Still kind of lacking. I'll do some else with it. I think kind of like where's so fluffy? Was it that? Oops. Let me check on something real quick. Ooh, battery charged. Whoops, she texted me a while ago. Let me see something. Hold on. Let's see. I think some pink kind of on the side would be a nice balance. I still think that's fine, but it still looks boring. Like, I need some... So, there's this one that I really like. This one. I think I'm gonna do just go crazy with this. And then... Yeah, I think something like this would be good. Just gotta figure out what will work best. Oh god. Ooh, soft light might work. Good old burn. It's not. Nah, I think. Shit, was it soft light? No, it was soft light. Take soft light, and then I'm gonna go in and blur kind of where she's at. Oh, jeez, this doesn't wig out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just kind of blur right around her. But I like this. It kind of gives it that old grungy feel that it used to be. I'm gonna lower this a little bit more. There we go. That's what it was lacking. Just something, some oomph to the background. I'm not gonna be too concerned with, whoops, to be over here. I'm not gonna be too concerned with anything else back there. Cool. I'm just gonna sign this and perk. Put it over here, and then I will send it over to the Zine people that I work with. Which, by the way, if you are ever interested in working on Zines and you don't know where to go, there's this Discord called, spelled out, let me double check. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm getting the name right. When you're in like 7 bazillion sort of stuff, it's like, where's everything? I literally have like 2 folders for Zines. It's called, you can find them pretty much anywhere. It's okay Cafe. Pretty much if you look up the Discord, it's open source. You don't need an invite, you just kind of find it and go. Highly recommend it. This is where I actually find most of my Zine stuff that isn't Destiny, because I know a lot of the people that are doing Destiny Zines, I kind of just know them already. So I don't have issues finding that. But like different fandoms, highly recommend them. They're really, really cool. That's where I did my Wild West one. I did some other stuff in there too. I did like 2 space ones. Those were really fun to work with. You know, just a bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, definitely recommend that place. And this looks pretty good. I almost kind of want to give it like a little baby border of pink, but I don't know if that would just be... What if I did it like... Hold on. I'm being dumb. Let me do this way. Yeah, I have to fix that on the bottom. Then instead of just pink like that, I'm gonna do... Oops, not radial. Which I want to mess around with that later, but I think Just like a little bit of pink I think would be pretty cool. Maybe like somewhere in the corner there's not like a lot of pink already. Ooh, what if I did it on both sides? Do this. Do this. There we go. That I really like. I think that works really, really well. I might do a little, like, kiss of white here. No, that already takes away too much attention. It has to be like a very, like, light gray. And then I just blur it. Yeah, there we go. That's I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It looks like a weird warping effect, but I like it though. So it's not just like a void on the edges. It's like, no, she's Draculara. She's not a space vampire. That'd be cool, but no. Alrighty, she's good to go, and I think that's gonna be it for this Zine, or this Zine, well, yes, the Zine, but also this stream. Sunday, I'll give you guys a notice on Twitter, you know, how I'm feeling, how things are going. I should be good, and if I do, I'm gonna end up playing games. What game? Most likely Destiny, depending the dungeon. We'll see how it goes. And if not that game, I got a couple. I'm kind of thinking about picking back up again. I think it would be fun. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I have all my socials in the chat, to my Twitter, Blue Sky, Ko-fi. If you really, really want to support me and love what I do, highly recommend jumping in there. Buy me a coffee or something. Consider becoming a member because you guys get exclusive stuff. Like, I'm working on doing exclusive streams for that. You guys get first pick for commissions. You guys get full res downloads, like for this. I will obviously be posting it on Twitter and my other social medias, but it'll be all the low quality, like big signature, kind of hidden, kind of quality sort of thing. On my Ko-fi, you get full HD high res download, free to use. Different wallpapers that I make every so often, access to 3D files that I do, and then, you know, I just give it to you, like whatever. UV unwrapped, depending the tier, or I just give you the model, good luck unwrapping it, you know, stuff like that. And then I have YouTube, and then my VODs, so any of the streams that maybe if you missed it here, I have it on my VODs, YouTube. And then on my regular YouTube, I'm trying to go to do weekly Monday updates for pictures that I've drawn or something like that. Just trying to make it a bit more active on there. But that's it for tonight. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Take it easy, stay safe, and see you Starside.